Baby Club families, welcome back. Today we are talking about making connections. Actually, we've been talking about that the whole time because everything we do is making connections in the brain. And part of helping kids make connections is helping them understand symbols. Symbol is something that stands for something else. And a symbol can be concrete, like a picture that stands for an object, or a photograph, like a picture of grandma that stands for grandma. As kids get older, symbols become more complicated, and the letter B stands for b-b-b. B-A-L-L stands for ball. So it's important cognitive process to help kids understand symbols. You'll see it in their play too. They'll start pretending to do something or using imaginary water when they're pouring. Those are all the way the brain develops. But today we're going to do some simple ones. And a good way to start with that is to make connections between the symbols and your real life. So you can do that in a couple ways. When you're reading books, you can read a book and not just stick to the words, but talk about things that make connections to your child's life. So I saw a green duck looking at me. This is a great book, by the way. It's called I Went Walking by Sue Williams. And you can sing it too. I went walking, what did I see? I saw a green duck looking at me. So you can say to your child, duck, quack, quack. Remember when we went to the lake and we saw the ducks and we fed the ducks and the ducks were flying in the sky. You can also make connections by showing the symbol and then matching it to an object. Now this object and this symbol don't exactly match, do they? But the construct, the concept does. Duck, quack, quack, duck, quack, quack. This is a green duck, this is a yellow duck. As kids get older, they start to understand that the concepts or the functions of things can match without something looking exactly alike. So that's a good way to grow the brain. You can, here's another book, by the way, that has that same kind of theme or repetition of a grammatical pattern, they call it, which helps kids remember things. It's a chant, Brown Bear, What Do You See? It's by Eric Carle, and you can sing that one too to the tune of Baba Black Sheep. Brown Bear, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Here's our cat. This is a green cat. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. Ruff, ruff. And it goes on like that. You can use this chant when you go out and about. You can say to your child, Tyrone, what do you see? I see a red car looking at me. Sharana, who do you see? I see grandma looking at me. So you can use that kind of grammar script. Another thing we can do with symbols is learn matching. Matching is knowing that two things go together. So at about 24 to 27 months, children start matching colors. So with poppies, you can say, oh, red. And which one goes with red? Red. Then when they're a little older, 36 to 42 months, bigger than Baby Club, but you can always start. They sort where they can put all the reds together, all the blues together. Now for your really little ones, the first examples of matching are matching an object to a picture, like we did with the story, and then a picture to a picture. So puzzles are great for that. The pictures match on the bottom, and these are also great for building the hand development. So first it's object to object, then it's object to picture, then it's picture to picture, and then they can start matching colors and shapes and all kinds of things. That grows the brain, and the brain develops step by step, so they're sequential. That means when you're doing something when a baby is very little and you're pointing out that the ball in the book is like a real ball and you bring the real ball over to show them, that's starting the process that's going to be needed for reading later on. You're building blocks systematically all the way from infancy. building the brain, making connections, understanding symbols. In fun ways, in play, in books. You guys got it. Go make some connections.